of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. That face when you're Mr. Boop. My name is Ryan Pfeiffer and I am Mr. Boop.
My name is Lisa Doop and I am Mr. Boop.
My name is Cadence Quick, and I am Mr. Boop.
Cade, Lisa, it's Monday, May 18th, 2020. They were reading the 91st ever Mr. Boop strip. Is that correct?
Woo!
Wait.
That is right. That's
That
right.
it? Yep,
Did you fix
we
it?
are.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Okay, good.
I did it all.
What
Good
happened
thing
to
the date's
today's
correct.
Mr. Boop?
And today's Mr. Boop, Alec
Mr. Boop?
showcases character growth.
That's true.
Alex, yeah, whatever. You guys heard me.
Yeah, you heard me.
You heard me.
You heard me. He shows character growth. What of it?
I don't know. What
Ryan,
of it?
what is the shadow synopsis?
Let's see. Okay, yes. Shadow synopsis.
Should we
back to your regularly
they-
and correctly scheduled boop, and also
Yeah,
back
this-
to your regularly scheduled being boop.
being Mr.
There should
Oh,
be
yeah.
a Mister in there also.
See that's a reference to the fact that
Because I'm back.
he uploaded.
Also,
That's
Cade
a
is
reference to
here.
the fact.
Hi.
Yeah, Cade is. Hi. Introduce yourself, Cade. How are you? If that's a thing we do.
I'm doing
Yeah, what
well.
is- I guess we'll ask since this is what they ask on Being Jim Davis. What brings you here, and what is your relationship with Mr. Boop? I already know the answer to one of those questions.
I think at one point we were talking and you mentioned its existence, and I showed the smallest amount of interest, which led to me reading the entire thing in one sitting.
Oh, I thought you were saying that's what brought you here. I was like, no,
that
I'm
is
pretty
not-
sure I
it's-
tagged everyone
No, okay,
on the collaborators role on my server. It was like,
yeah,
I want
no,
to host my dumbass podcast.
I did see that, and that is why I'm here. But yeah, Mr.
Right.
Boop, everybody.
Mr. Boop, give him a round of applause.
Woo! Congratulations.
Congratulations, you've won
Okay,
life.
so
You're married to Betty Boop.
I just want to do I want to explain the back to your regularly scheduled Boop, because the last two were posted in the wrong order on the Patreon. So the Gain one was posted before the whichever one was meant to be
On
before
the
that.
Patreon?
Yeah, on the Patreon they were posted in the wrong order, and the shadow synopsis
Oh.
for Gain was like him explaining.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
So that's a
Oh, 90 and 89, I
A-
see.
yeah.
Ah,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I have a few notes before we get into the
Okay.
strip.
Admin.
From the last week. I didn't listen to every episode, but the few episodes I did listen to.
Sophia did
You
ask
said
for
you
feedback,
said I was at a
actually.
young person rock concert. What?
Yes, I
What'd
said
you
Sophia
say?
asked for feedback.
Oh. She did the usual.
a little bit of a middle of the road, you know.
She's a good replacement.
You know, when
think
I
she's too hard on
retire.
herself as a host. I'll say that.
She's the. What did you say?
I think she's too hard on herself as a host.
She is. Yeah, she really. Just in general, and that explains all of the complexes she has.
Yeah, there you go. You said I couldn't make it because I was at a young person rock concert. Well, in fact, I was at a hyperpop concert. So jot that down.
That's young person rock. That's.
I guess that is young person rock now. Because you've decreed it.
Yeah, and
I noticed you had to take over my role of making sure the other host stays on task and knows what to do. Oh, and I wrote down how did you get access to the Patreon feed, which you explained off episode.
I bought the Patreon.
Well, now I can finally unsubscribe from Alec Robbins' Patreon feed.
I actually signed up for the shout out tier as well.
Oh, Cool.
Awesome.
Don't list me in that. You can if you you can list me in the context of being Mr. Boop. But don't list me as.
No, I think
myself.
they just. I think they just read out your Patreon name,
Okay.
which will be very revealing.
You can change your
if they
Patreon
do.
name to being Mr. Boop.
I could.
Oh yeah.
I thought about I briefly considered unfollowing on my feed and refollowing on the Pitch Drop feed, but I was wondering how to see how that would how I could accomplish
I
that.
think you can put a different credit card in, but I think it would be saved to the digital one.
Yeah, I would have to figure out another way to get money to them. And also I don't know if they would like that. Info. Oh, so there was some info about the strip unlock that I missed out on.
Also, Pitstrop are corporate overlords. in case
Yes.
you didn't know. That's where we are.
They're the
We're recording in Pitstrop headquarters.
right. And Kate is projected here via what is it called?
Like some sort of
Hologram.
sci-fi.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
And you can't
Is that the bit we're going with? All right.
This is what I am now.
because of how holograms work, you can't see it behind us, Cade, but there are posters of Chris Taylor, the owner of Pitstrop, with red eyes, and it says Chris Taylor is watching you. So
Right,
Yeah,
I believe
I was
you.
gonna
Yeah.
say I thought they are watching. Yeah.
Yeah, we
There's
are
cameras
watching.
in the eyes.
It is
Remember the
it is
update-
rather
remember the
annoying
update-
how, as a hologram, I can only ever see a 2D plane.
I mean, it is what it is. You gotta make
Yeah.
you
And
gotta
you can-
sacrifices. You
yeah.
know.
But what's really cool is to us, you're regular size, but to you, we're this like huge heads.
Oh, true.
Triple your size.
Like Snoke. We figured out. I don't know how much you talked about this. I can't remember, but it says Alec writes a batch in advance, and then has to draw
He
them
does.
based on those descriptions later on. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
What
talk
is
about
what is
that.
he said? Was it on the Patreon? What was it
He said that even I don't know what I.
Oh, he like
even
writes
I'm
down.
surprised at what I asked myself to draw,
Yeah, asks himself to draw,
Yeah.
so he writes down in advance.
and then he. Draws
Oh, we
them later.
have an actual webcomic author on the podcast now. So Cade, what is your process like? Do you write down in advance what like
Specifically
Chart it
for
out.
the only 11-page webcomic I've ever made.
that counts?
Okay, fine. Okay, my process for that webcomic.
What was your process for generating AI strips
No,
of-
my process for the actual webcomic, at least for that one, and this was from like being not very experienced. It was basically like doodling digitally like a very simplistic version of what I sort of wanted it to be like, and then from there, like actually turning each of those panel ideas into digestible art.
Yeah.
So that being said, it was like written before it was drawn, but sort of at the same time that like the framing and composition was made.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into making strips too much yet. It is something I want to get into, but that is pretty much how I was what my process is gonna be like.
Actually, if you count the lunchbox, I would consider myself rather experienced.
I don't know if I know what that is.
Wait, I've never shown you the lunchbox?
Maybe I just don't remember.
Okay, well, it's a comic
I
strip.
mean, surely you're not as experienced as noted laureate Tad, I guess.
Fair. The lunchbox was a comic strip I made when I was in 4th grade, and I still have it physically.
Oh, well, in that case, I probably, if you're counting those kind of comics, I probably have more experience than you.
I mean, fair. The lunchbox is an extremely funny read, though. I have a video of like me like actually just like reacting to it after a couple years.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
As myself, like aspiring comic creator, let me tell you, my process: I write the intro down as a script, then I decide, no, this would be a better intro, and then I write another intro, and then another one, and then I have the first act.
So we're all interested in writing comics. I wonder if that makes us better or worse to talk about this strip. I feel like maybe worse,
Well.
considering Chris and John don't seem to have any interests.
Yeah.
So they can like get on their high horse because they can't because they don't have it. They
Yeah, but they're like philosophers, so like they're better than comic creators.
well exactly well philosophers. I think they just studied. I don't know if they even. Did they study philosophy or did they just read Wikipedia pages on it? I'm not
I
sure.
think they just well, listen, one way or another, they're philosophers.
I guess that is studying philosophy.
I mean, my process does work. Like the results speak for themselves. If you wanna look in the little text channel we have going on.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
The AI
Yeah.
confection.
I was doing that
intelligence
earlier today.
agency strips.
Ah.
I like how your comic is also about candy,
Oh, true.
the same as my unmade comic.
Mine's about mutant lesbians in a band.
That is awesome.
It is.
Speaking of mutant lesbians, no wait. Speaking of comic strips, Andy Cap.
Oh, we're doing Andy Cap. Oh, we did. We talked about Andy Cap.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You said. Oh, you said that you grossly oversimplified Andy Cap by just saying he's just a guy who doesn't like his wife. He is much more than that. It's a very nuanced strip, for your information. Also, they were supposed to do more. What was it? Cap Attack? They had, or didn't Chris have a different name every time? On
Yeah,
Being
there
Jim
was a
Davis
different
for like a
name.
week, they did. Chris would bring up an Andy Cap strip in the middle of an episode and start describing that.
Oh.
And he said if anyone made any theme music, they would cover more, and I did, and they didn't cover any more.
Aww.
Well. Yeah.
Kate, you should make a theme. You
Sophia-
should make a theme song for Cap Attack, so they have to make some.
Okay. Sure.
I think the thing was Sophia had much higher expectations for Andy Cap than there were to give, because the joke was like, oh, this meaning Mr. Boop is adapted directly from an Andy Cap, and it's like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm like, no, it's a joke.
Which?
It's not,
Hang on, which strip was this?
I don't remember.
Because
I
he
don't
loves
remember
his
which
wife,
strip
though.
No, but it was I think it was the. Oh great! Now I'm pregnant with my, when he's pregnant with his wife. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of them.
Why does that make him like Andy Cap? I don't remember the MPreg
someone
arc in Andy Cap.
No, I'll show you the it was a quote retweet that I shouted out on the pod.
Oh yeah,
and-
you were reading the quote
yeah.
retweets.
And she was like, oh, Andy Cap sounds interesting, and I was like, no, it's not. It's about a guy who hates his wife.
It's more. You know they made an Andy Cap sitcom.
Huh? Is it British or is it
Yeah.
American?
Oh my God! Could you imagine if they made a non-British Andy Cap? What would he? What,
Well,
that
I
would,
mean,
that
I
would
don't
just.
know. Somehow it's completely passed me by. I'm the only British person here, and I'm the only one who doesn't know what Andy Cap is, apparently.
No, I'm actually completely unfamiliar. My laughs were
Oh.
because the vibe was funny.
Well, Ryan seems to be the Andy Cap expert here, I guess.
I had an
Yeah.
Andy Cap book in my house. I mean, surely you've had Andy Cap hot fries, right?
Dude, what?
What? What?
They're a famous chip. Google Andy Cap hot fries. Wait, don't Google. I'll post it. Don't type anything.
Oh,
Whatever you do not use your keyboard.
Surely you've seen these in the store. Oh, Chronic Crunch. What are these?
So,
like...
seeing
yeah,
as
it
this
I
this
got
is
a
my
code for
first
that, though, so it's okay.
seeing as this is my first guest appearance on Being Mr. Boop, do we actually talk about the strip in this show?
we do. I
Oh,
just have
okay.
some notes.
Okay.
Usually, usually I cut out this type of talk.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No.
You
No.
do? I didn't
No,
think you
no.
cut out
No,
anything.
no. Yeah, I do. It's one of the few things I do cut out. No, I mean,
I'm
like,
not
as
sure
in,
if I can never tell if they cut anything out in Being True Davis. I don't think I cut anything out really. Maybe.
If
Well,
we,
sometimes I don't know. You can cut this out.
I usually take a.
Wow, this
I
is so
usually-
meta.
If it's like been a minute or 2 or 3 and we haven't talked about panel 1 at least, I usually cut that out. But I won't cut this out because this is good.
Well, this
Usually we
is-
just talk
this
about
is-
bullshit.
This is some
This is
quality
specifically.
content.
This is something This is stuff I'm specifically
Yeah.
bringing up before
This
we
is-
start. This isn't just
Yeah, this is
rambling.
this.
I mean,
This is something I want the audience to hear as well. It's rambling, but it's good. I'm gonna
Mhm.
open up some reference. I'm just
So
gonna-
so you've never seen Handicap Hot Fries? I posted a picture in
No,
recording text.
Never.
What?
Never in my life
How?
have I seen these. Handicap just is, I don't read the Daily Mirror. I'll tell
Kate, you
that
haven't
much,
seen Handicap
which
Hot
seems to
Fries?
be-
I have not. I'm gonna have to look at the thing you
What?
posted.
The thing is, Ryan.
No, you must
No
have.
one reads.
Actually,
No one reads print media.
actually,
This is what
Especially
he's
not
known for.
newspapers.
Like, this is what Handicap is known for now.
I
He's
think
not
we
known for-
actually had this conversation in like a Clubhouse video, and I also said
Oh my
I
god,
don't.
did we?
And I also said I don't know what hot fries are, and then you posted this image,
You
and I
know
was
what?
like,
This does have given me major deja vu now.
yeah.
Ryan, what is it with you and Handicap?
I love Handicap. He's not. I mean, Handicap is one of those. He'd be on one of those images. You missed the point if you idolize. Whatever. And he
He
put
hates his
Handicap
wife.
next to fucking Walter White and BoJack Horse.
Yeah.
No, he's a.
Which of the hosts of Being Mr. Boop are you missing the point by idolizing?
Extremely funny question.
Mr. Boop.
Wait.
Mr. Boop himself.
Because we're both Mr. Boop, though. We're
Oh,
all Mr. Boop
true.
here, so.
But the character Mr. Boop, you're missing the point by idolizing him. He's like, oh, he's married to Betty Boop. He's got it all. No, he
But you
far
don't know
from the
the-
truth.
There's a
Wow.
Just you wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
I
we'll
wish
get
I
into
was
now,
Mr.
unless I have
Boop
something
by
else written
Alec
down.
Robbins.
Oh, I do have something else written down. What is Jason
need
Loves
to-
Life? Did you just Google podcasts about webcomics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What are you eating?
This
that
is an ice
popsicle?
cream. Yeah. They
It's
don't
an,
make
it's
noise,
an ice
so I
lolly.
whilst you guys were talking, it's an ice lolly. Whilst you guys were talking, my brother's girlfriend came in and handed me this.
I thought you were gonna say an ice
No?
cream truck came by.
I just ran off while she was talking about handicap, so.
I thought that was the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Imagine-
I wanna see an ice cream truck
You're
driving down the street
Look at
like.
You're just
This is
sitting
the
at home in
funniest
your
ever.
neighborhood, and it's just like.
You ever get a one of those frozen lemonades from the ice cream truck and they put like a gumball on it?
A gumball?
Yeah. All right, never mind.
I've gotten the frozen
Yo,
lemonade.
I was gonna
but-
say, why is the gum gone?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they do
okay.
do that. I wasn't just setting that
Uh
up.
huh.
Sometimes they'll put
Look at the,
one of those pretzel rods in it.
Hmm.
No?
Look at the article I
me?
just found. This is
Maybe it's
very
an-
funny to me.
Maybe it's.
I've
another-
had frozen lemonade from an ice cream truck. I've never.
Maybe the accoutrements are a New England thing.
Hmm.
Oh, Andy Cap said stop Brexit. Yeah, see, Andy Cap is
He
cool.
breaks his 62-year political silence to get his views on Brexit. That's funny to me.
He breaks his 62-year political silence
Here's the
to
full
endorse Chronic Crunch, the marijuana
So we
themed
have
Andy Cap hot fries.
okay, so we have 3 panels here. First
think
panel,
I had-
Handicap is at a bar,
What?
at a pub, talking with a barman or whatever you call
Oh,
it.
you're,
He's
the
got a
Brexit
bastard
strip.
drink.
All right, I guess
The
I
barman
guess we're doing
says,
Cap Attack.
What do you The barman says, "What do you make of
I'll-
all this Brexit stuff, Andy?"
I'll voice Andy.
And there is a
I
no,
don't
wait,
take
wait,
any
wait.
notice of politics. I never will, Jack.
No, you forgot. There's also an electoral heart right after Andy.
Yes.
Panel 2, it's just the barman now. We're seeing him from the waist up, and he says...
We don't need to get in that much detail. It's just Andy.
he says, but you know it could lead to higher prices for things. Even beer. Panel 3, and this is where it gets funny. He's out there with us in a crowd of people holding picket signs.
Yeah, he's
and they
picketing.
all say stop Brexit, no to Brexit, boo to Brexit, and he's holding one that says... So the joke here is that he wants to stop the England becoming Europe independent from Europe because of beer tax.
Yeah, see, he's
What do you guys think?
multifaceted. He doesn't just hate his wife. He loves beer. No, I wouldn't say he hates his wife though. It's one of those like TV sitcom,
Is it? It's like
old
Blondie.
sitcom type relationships where it's like, oh my fuck, the missus, my old ball and chain. I mean, I wouldn't say that they hate their wife. It's just like cliche. I don't know. I think that's an oversimplification of the trope.
The second image result for Andy Capp is him, and this is the Wikipedia image, is him being dragged by his wife. Or his mother, I'm not too sure. I
Probably
wonder
his
what
wife.
Freud would say about that.
Oh, God. Now, someone like Al Bundy, I would say hates his wife. I wouldn't say Andy Capp is on that level.
What about Mr. Blondie?
No, he's a wife guy.
I don't read comics. I don't read. Well, I don't.
Mr. Blondie? You mean Bumstead?
No, I mean Deborah Harry. Heyo. Hey, you guys are listening to Being Mr. Boop. You've been listening to Being Mr. Boop.
I'll save my other notes
Okay.
for later.
Let's go
We got
into
4
panel
panels
one.
here on today's Mr. Boop strip.
Yes.
Yes.
Cade,
All
would
right.
you like
Doing.
to describe the first panel?
I will describe the first panel. So we have Mr.
Okay.
Boop returning from the hospital.
This is the flapper shot.
This is the
The-
flapper
the-
shot, by the way.
the
Don't
flapper
forget to
shot.
mention that.
Check the slang guide.
Yeah, the flapper
Check the
shot.
slang guide.
Slang guides.
I don't have access to the slang guide.
You do,
However,
it's on the temple. It's on the spreadsheet. Look at the tabs on the
It
bottom.
says. It just says it's just got that lock symbol so that we don't add anything.
Yeah, so that we don't add any more slang.
oh, at the very, very bottom. Wait,
Yeah,
Yeah, you see
at the
the
bottom of
tabs?
the spreadsheet.
I don't see this shit. Oh, now I do. The slang guide.
Yeah. And we've got the dirty
Oh.
rap tally in the tagline.
Oh, okay. So the flapper shot. It's,
See, this is the one useful piece of slang we have
Yeah.
because it's basically our version of Stan Cowpo
all right.
for
We
those
got
being
the-
Jim Davis heads
we,
out there.
we got the flapper shot with Mr. Boop returning from the hospital, holding hands with Betty Boop.
Hang
Betty,
on, I'm lost. I thought he was in a coma.
Brian,
I didn't. I
has-
wasn't paying attention.
has
this
since
past week.
awoken from the coma.
Oh, okay.
Betty Boop
you would have been
says-
if
That
you
was
were there
really
last
funny.
week.
Betty Boop informs.
But you were enjoying. You were enjoying that young person rock all last week so much you missed the whole thing where he came.
It was
to the coma.
Hyperpop. It was Dorian Electra.
during Electoral Heart.
Betty Boop.
Duh.
Jesus Christ! Let me explain the
Okay,
goddamn.
okay. So I think this
flapper
is why.
shot.
Okay, this is definitely why the hosts of Being Jim Davis don't like us. I gotta say this.
the guest is trying to stay on topic.
This is why the listeners
right.
don't like us.
All right. So Betty Boop informs a recovered Mr. Boop that Sonic was arrested for shooting him before his coma, the thing that put him into the coma.
You can read the dialogue.
And
You're allowed to
he's
read
and,
it, yeah,
and he replies, "Well, that's a relief."
3 Electra.
probably
with three electro points.
Yeah, we should say
It's always-
specifically what Betty said was, you should know Sonic was arrested for shooting you.
Okay. So do read
We
it
can
verbatim.
see Alec pulling the door open.
It's very
Gotcha.
funny to hear someone else say Electro Point, by the way. I don't know why, but it always brings.
I like how we can see the inside layer of the door, with the
Yeah.
the what is it called?
The
What do you
hinge.
call that little?
door.
No, not the
hinge?
hinge, because it's the inside of the door.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
what is it called? Yeah, it is nice that we can
The
see.
Yeah,
The
no.
clicky part
Good detail.
clicks into the hole in the wall.
What is that called? It's like
Could be
the
one of those things that doesn't actually have a name.
the
No,
mechanism.
but because it
as-
doesn't have. If we can't think of something else to call it, then it must have a name.
the mechanism
called
as
an
part of the
electro
doorknob. Huh.
Does it not say? Oh, it's just part of the doorknob.
It's called an electronob.
Yeah, it's called an Electro.
Oh, great! Now I gotta add that to the sling guide.
For all the times it comes up.
No,
in
it
this.
has to be a variation. It can't be electro or electra or electral or electrial or electri. It has to be
It can't be easy for us.
electro.
What if it's Electra with a K?
So
No, it still sounds the same.
what about Alexstra, like an X there?
There you go.
Electra with an A.
We have excite trike.
Oh my god.
We're not adding anything.
This
Okay.
is
Panel
terrible.
two.
It took me so goddamn long to just explain the first panel.
Panel 2, Betty says, we don't see Alec, we see her
It's a
looking
close-up
down
of
at
Betty.
Alec. And she says, so now that you're finally home and healthy, what do you want to do today? And panel 3, reverse shot of Alec, probably much lower, closer to the ground than she is. That doesn't matter. He's gesturing with his hand to himself, like in a way that could be like a moi type thing, but his expression is not that.
I
It's
see it as like a "you understand me."
yeah, or like a
Ah.
he's giving a soliloquy.
He's
His eyes are closed, his eyebrows are lowered, like he's like
he's having his other hand is on a Bible.
It's
know,
a
he's like
moment of
he's
taking it
solace.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what is Alex saying?
Betty.
Alec is
Oh,
saying.
you can do it.
I haven't read any of them this week. I haven't
Okay,
today.
okay.
Betty, I want to have a truly monumental amount of sex with you.
Panel
Panel
4, reverse shot of Betty, and she's devilishly rubbing her hands together like oh ho, ho. And and she's got what I would call a Grinch-like expression on her face. It's almost akin to the wife face, but I guess in this case it would be a
Yeah.
husband face.
True. Add it
She's
to the
blushing
slang.
and it's more devilish than the wife face.
I really
usually
like
is.
how her right ring finger is significantly more pointy than the rest of her fingers.
Oh my god, it
Yeah,
is.
this-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ. That's ridiculously pointed.
I like how we're pointing this out as if her hand looked completely normal in panel 1
Yeah.
and didn't just look like a misshapen lump.
Well, he's doing Peanuts hands there. Like, you know,
All right, now I gotta
Another
Google
drawer.
Peanuts hands.
that's Peanuts, not the other one. Okay, don't look up.
This is
Peanuts.
I would not say that's a peanut hand at all.
Okay.
Peanut hands are very stylized. When they need to be like doing a specific type of motion or shape, they look a little bit more realistic. But when they're just like, here's a hand, it's like little blobs. But you can each finger, you can see each finger. It's not like a
Yeah.
lump. And you know they're about all the fingers are about the same length. It's a very
True.
classic type of cartoony styled hand.
I also counted her teeth just to make sure there were at least less than 32 in there, and we're safe. There are not more than 32 in there.
Well,
God.
we're only seeing
least
one
that-
layer
at
of her
least
teeth,
that
though.
we can see.
How many are there?
I counted 15 columns.
Jeez Louise.
So yeah, it's safe.
I do like
There's how
every
many
drawing
teeth are there in
Betty
the
in
mouth?
this.
32.
32 if you have wisdoms in, I think.
So she has just the right amount because she's got 15, and then there'd be another layer, so that's 30. So and then maybe wisdom. Who knows?
Maybe.
All right. Well, that
Okay.
was a strip.
Well, that was. What did you think of this one, Cade? Or Ryan?
Can't hear what Lisa's saying because the internet's breaking up. But I liked the
Yeah.
door, and I really like panel 4. Panel 4 is my panel of the week so far.
Big fan of the Electra knob, and also I think I also like panel 4
That's
the
not
most.
canon.
I'm making it canon if it's the last thing I do as guest.
We can't add any more to the slang gun
Okay,
because
fine,
we
fine.
need to make a T-shirt with the
You already
slang gun on
printed
it.
the
If we
shirt.
add more, the shirt will be out of date.
Wait, I just realized AEIOU bangs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
AU bang.
bangs.
You know,
Yeah.
like Moonbase, whatever.
Nice.
What is it
Yeah.
called? Moonbase Alpha.
John Madden. John Madden.
AU.
I can't believe that AU bangs and electro bangs are different things. People who've been paying,
Well, no, I
paying
think
attention to
what
the show
happened
will get
was, oh my God, are we gonna go over this again? Actually, never mind.
No.
All right.
People, they have to have paid attention.
We
to
had
this-
one name
to
for
the
it, and
law.
then it's like, oh, that name is better. Actually, I think we just wanted to say AU, so it's like, all right, we'll call this the reverse version a different name.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
what did you think of
Ryan?
this one? I didn't hear what you said.
I liked this one. This one was funny.
You say that
I
about every
laughed.
strip.
I laughed a lot. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. No, I love every drawing of Petty here. Like, just. I
Eh.
think there's something about her big freakish eyes that just make me like the way Alec draws her big freakish eyes that I just like every time he does it. Like, just so weird looking.
I think her eyes
love
look
it.
arguably more freakish in her original design.
No, but now they're like ghosts. They're ghostly, you know.
The guy, she's a Pokemon.
I will also add this today's strip is a very good like way to see the long shirt and how it looks on Mr. Boop
Yeah.
going
Weirdly,
over the waist
Mr.
a
Well, he
Boop is
little.
a
looks like
lo-
a normal size
he's-
shirt, but he's just so short that it
lost
covers up most of his body.
He's lost a lot of height since entering that coma because he was never this short before.
It's a
He was
Mr.
short,
Boop
but he
sized
wa- he wa-
hospital gown, which is the size of a shirt because he's so small.
I don't know what happened to him, but like he genuinely was never this short before. It's weird.
I agree with what you're saying, Lisa.
Can you not hear me? No. I said
What
he
you
was
said,
never
yeah.
this short before. He was
Um,
never this short before
And yeah,
the coma.
panel 4 is good Grinch face.
Hmm.
I heard you. I got the gist of it. I got the Grinch of it. All right, you've been listening to Being Mr. Boop. Arms amoeba. But Lisa, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I couldn't
Okay.
tell you.
You can visit. I didn't. It's probably something about Arms Akimbo. I don't know. You can visit the
Yeah,
show's
yeah.
website at www.
Wait, Akira, was it Arms Akira?
Maybe www.beingmrboop.com for a full catalog of episodes and to sign up to host the podcast. For more updates, follow at Mr. Boop Pod on Twitter. You can contact us at contact@beingmrboop.com.
Something
Was
like
that it? Something like that. Whatever. I'm at Semi Sweet
Just keep-
Stuffs and at Candyman106 on Twitter.
Just keep going until we respond. Just keep putting stuff in front of
Lisa,
at
say your
Being
sign
Mr.
off
Boop.
so I don't look like
I'm doing
an
it.
ass.
Welcome to the Being Mr.
No, your sign off.
What was my sign off? Good night,
Just
everyone.
promote your thing.
Oh, my thing. Oh well, I.
Because if I
have-
promote something and you don't,
Okay. I have. You can find my YouTube channel, Semi Sweet Gaming, on YouTube, and you can watch me play Detective Pikachu or some shit like
Yep.
that. Sometimes the
Definitely an
Magnificent
active
Lisa Doop
series
is in
on
my
there.
videos.
I'm
Sometimes I
at-
play with. Oh,
I'm at Decade Decaf on Twitter. I make funny games and awesome music.
Very
Wow.
true.
Me too.
Very true.
You can my actual plug is my Bandcamp, which is lisadoop at bandcamp.com.au.
Check out
Oh.
decadedecaf.com. Is that still a website?
It is still a website.
Okay, good. Otherwise I was gonna say never mind. Go to tadigus.com.
Go to tadigus.com/comic
Lisa
All right.
or lisadoop.org. That's a website.
That's not a real website.
That's a
Thank
website.
you and good
It links
night.
Thank
You
and good night,
updated your
everyone.
website.
Did I?
Not you.
Oh.
Me? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You're not even looking.
When did you do this?
2 months ago.
Oh. What
Wow.
what do you use?
This was a boilerplate, but I basically just took a boilerplate and then edited the HTML.
Oh, right. I forgot you code. Somehow I forgot that.
The literal first section of my website says game development.
That's a different thing. That's not coding. That's
It's
different.
not coding.
Well, swam to the world famous Betty Boop. Gee whiz, what a lucky guy. So in love, I might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.